One of the best quotes I ever heard was that memories make roses bloom in December. Memories will make you smile, excited, out of season. When maybe it should be a downer, it might be that day that it's a tough day. It's something about memories, man. Memories make roses bloom in December, and they do bring us a lot of joy out of season. A friend of mine said this. He said, memories, it seems, the older you get, the more you think about the past. And I said, yeah, that makes sense, because the older you get, especially when you get to my age, there's more in the past than probably in the future, okay? So yeah, you think about things that are wonderful. You think about prom night. You think about, you may think about your wedding day. You may think about your firstborn or all of your children. You think about that first job. You think about the things that are exciting. You think about all those things that were first times for you. That's what I found to be interesting. So this definition or the fact that they just mentioned this was important to me. It said, memories strengthen our sense of identity and purpose and bond our relationships. Happy memories are an important ingredient in present happiness. When you are young, everything is new. We are doing so many things for the first time that we form very strong memories. And when I thought about that, I thought about all of the things that you did for the first time as a young person. Man, it's exciting. Man, it's exciting to look back and remember some things that brought you great joy, that helped you mature as a person. Just reflecting back on those memories, all right? That first hug, that first kiss, that first girlfriend, that first boyfriend. Man, those are some exciting times. That first job when you made your first dollar on your own, all right? That walk to school with your friends in 6 inches of snow, 10, 12 blocks. You didn't even think about it. You couldn't wait to get to different streets because you knew, okay, here comes Eric, or when we get to that street, here comes Beth, and when we get to that street, here comes our friends. And by the time you get to school, it's 10 or 12 of you. And you expect it every morning. You look for it every morning. And it's just exciting to look back and say, man, we grew together. We became men and women together. And we look back on those times that made us who we are today. Things that people who have just met us in the last 5 years know nothing about. The things that molded you and secured you as a person. Those learning processes that help you become who you are. You ever had a fragrance that causes you to think about some intimate moment? A fragrance that causes you to think about a particular person? That first movie? The first time that you held hand? Man, they're not something to look back on and regret. Those are not things that we wish we could do over. It's what they did for us at that time. A song that takes you back to a particular moment 30 or 40 years ago, like a snowball rolling down the side of a snow-covered hill. That was my song, man. It's growing. Those have got to be some of the greatest lyrics I ever heard, because it painted a realistic picture, like the size of a fish that the man claims broke is real. That lie is growing. Memories, man, memories. And some people don't want to reflect back. I don't want to look back. I was young. I don't want to look. I love looking back, because looking back at those times are the things that made me who I am today. I didn't know it then, Do you remember your first house party in the basement? Dancing with the girl that you've loved for years, but you never told her? You barely said hello, and finally you get to dance with her? Oh my goodness. It helped you become who you are today. Some of you all, I'm not sure you recognize the value of memories, but they are God's gift. They do cause roses to bloom in December. And for a lot of people who may not feel they have a lot to smile about in their later years, in their senior years, don't you know you can look back on the things that made you smile from ear to ear and say, wow, Lord, thank you for this phenomenon called memories. Glad I got some. Glad I can look back and say, wow, so many things for the first time. Memories. Think about it.